Hey guys, so today we're making some red lentil curry. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So I am going to start by heating up some oil in a nice sized saucepan, and I'm going to add in some fresh ginger, some fresh garlic, and I have some fresh jalapeno here that I'm just going to saute. If you like a little bit more spice, you can use some serrano peppers instead. And so I am using a recipe from Rainbow Plant Life. I found this online, and so I thought I would give it a try. And so now I'm going to start adding in our seasonings. So I have some curry powder, some garam masala, and you want to be sure to add your spices in now because we want them to bloom so it can release all of that delicious Indian flavor. And so I'm adding in some ground turmeric. I'm gonna also add in some salt, some pepper. I'm gonna put in a little bit of adobo seasoning, some ground cumin, some ground coriander, and again, you want to saute these spices for about 30 to 60 seconds, or just until it becomes very aromatic. And then you're gonna add in your vegetable broth. And I also added in a little bit of Indian red chili powder to this as well. But if you don't like a whole lot of spice, don't add a whole lot of that, because I learned the hard way that that can be spicy as well. And so I'm actually using some Better Than Bouillon no chicken base, but you are free to use vegetable broth for this recipe, or if you don't have that, you can just use water and just make sure you season your broth very well. Next, I'm going to add in some split red lentils that I have rinsed off, and then I'm going to add in 1 can of some crushed tomatoes, and I'm going to stir all of this together. And so I'm using split red lentils for this recipe, so they cook up a lot quicker than like the whole red lentils. So if you are using like whole lentils, you want to either soak them overnight, or it's just going to cook longer. And so I let my lentils simmer for about 25 minutes. And so again, you want it to simmer until it's nice and tender to your taste. So now I'm adding in 1 can of coconut milk, and then half of a lemon, like juice of half of a lemon, as well as some fresh cilantro. And then I'm gonna let this continue to simmer for about another 8 to 10 minutes or so. I felt like it needed some sweetness to balance it out, so I'm adding in a few packets of Splenda, but this is totally optional. I'm just making it to my taste. And then again, I'm just gonna let this simmer until it is nice and thickened and creamy and tender. This was really delicious, you guys. I have never made this before, but I imagine this will taste really good with chickpeas as well. And so this is the finished product. I just served it with some jasmine rice with some fresh cilantro on top. And then I actually ended up adding in some tofu bacon bits that I made previously. I just added that to the top for some extra protein. But I hope you guys enjoy this Meatless Monday option. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.